we go. Welcome back to the new show. It's called the NHL Weekly with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy fun day. That's what it's all about. The Sunday morning we show here talking about the Montreal Canadiens review and the preview. We talk about the Florida Panthers, the review and the preview. Finally, we talk about all the NHL team, about the good, the bad, the surprise. And finally, we're going to talk about the injuries, the fantasy hockey, and the preparation for the week. And then the NHL projection at the end of the year with over 20,000 simulation game produced every Saturday night after the result of every game. So we'll be very interesting. That's what we do the Sunday morning. Plus, we add you in the equation. That's equal an amazing, great show. So thanks to join us this morning. Happy Sunday, happy fun day. And of course, it's 11 o'clock Eastern Time. A Coach Frenchy directly from the Sunshine State and North Miami Beach. Beautiful day, very humid this morning in Florida. It's about like 84 already, and it's going to be a nasty day in October. We're supposed to be better about the humidity, but it is what it is. We're not going to complain. I don't have to wake up every morning with a jacket, a hat, a glove. I can go at the gym with a short shirt, and that's the life. But first of all, we have to welcome everybody. We have a few people this morning. We have Mr. Charles Eli, directly from somewhere with said good bonding. He's always at the channel, the morning, afternoon, evening, whatever happening, he's always here, one of the biggest supporter of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Of course, we welcome directly from Westmount and Montreal, Mr. Canadian Giant. Back in the booth tonight, between the wall, we welcome Mr. Super Gamer 3310 in the house. Hey, back in the house, another gamer, but this one is Carlos L. Gamer. Welcome back. Now, I'm going to remember that one, Mr. Super Gamer 3310, directly from Montreal. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great Sunday. If you speak French, j'espère que tu vas bien, que tu as déjà passé une très belle fin de semaine. Et je te souhaite une très belle pour le reste de la fin de semaine, mon ami. Charles, t'es chanceux, t'es dans la chaleur du soleil de la Floride. Nous, on gèle au Québec. Ouais, je le sais, Charles, pas facile des fois, right? Mais, ouais, je te comprends. C'est une raison pourquoi j'ai quitté en 1996. Le prix de l'essence et la température me fait pousser aux États-Unis. Mr. Adam, the swimmer, Bergie Burger, welcome back from Vegas Golden Knight. The Kraken came back. They did not come back. They let lead by one goal at the end of the game, and Vancouver come back with a score of 4-2, a threat by one goal, and then take the lead 3-2, and then they have an empty net at the end of the game to finalize this game 4-2. But wow, an amazing, great night, an history again for another new franchise, full house, people packed. NFL players, and it was a great, entertaining game overall. It's loud over there. They already retired a jersey number 32, represent the 32 franchise that represent the noise of the fans of the Seattle Kraken. What the Montreal Canadiens going to be there next week, next Tuesday. We're going to talk about this, but look, it was an amazing, great night watching this game last night. What was finished late also, but great day of hockey yesterday, over 12 games, I believe, overall, maybe 13. Start at 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and then go all the way last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was a busy night for the hockey, a busy day for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today we have a few games around the NHL that start at 1 o'clock. We're going to talking about this a little bit. But again, what happening this Sunday morning, guys, it's a little bit like a floating show where we're going to talk about what's going on with the team we follow the most during the week, the Florida Panthers and, of course, the Montreal Canadiens. Two opposite teams at that moment in the standing, one at the bottom, one on the top. One team doing everything, looking great. Another team try to find out, dig, and try to get out of the hole, to be honest with you. But finally, they figure out to find a W yesterday. The Montreal Canadiens won yesterday 6-1. And then we'll go talk about this fun team. I think it's a great conversation. We can talk about this. Give you a little bit what's going on around the league. And also, if you play on the fantasy hockey, I'm going to give you my prediction of the week at the end of the show. So quick, rapid 1 hour show. And we're going to go through this. Please, you are the one make the show better by your question, by your participation, and to show up. And if ever you're missing those shows at 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, we produce 3 shows per day. We'll be back tonight, by the way, at 9 o'clock Eastern Time with the Power Play show. You can check in on the website, on the YouTube channel. You can click on it, reviewing those videos. And of course, you can also join a member of the Hockey National Show where we produce every 2 days many fun article. And we give you a lot of stats, Coach Frenchy Corner videos, explain a little bit more deeper about hockey, everything like that. The last video was about the Boston Bruins, the forecheck. Turn around to be a goal. So we do a lot of fun thing as a member, for the member to join the show. It's $2.99 per month. It's not expensive. Yeah, it's fun. Or you can upgrade. But at $2.99 to get those kind of contents and to get also videos, everything like that, I think it's worth it. Some of you already member. We just want to say thank you so much. Thanks to join us this morning. Don't forget, please, if you are not subscribed, we'll ask you if you can. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. And finally, please click on the like. That's the only homework we give to you. Click on the like. Oleg Kolesnikov back in the house this morning. Thank you so much, Oleg. I appreciate it a lot. Yes, finally Montreal pick it up there, a W over there. So let's dive in a bit what's going on here. And we have a lot of graphics, everything like that. Everything we give to you guys is all about fun graphics we produce all the time. So that'd be awesome. Mr. Corel Hill in the house this morning from Ottawa, Ontario, or Ottawa, whatever they are, maybe. But I know he's a fan of Ottawa Senator. What's up? So let's talk about the Montreal Canadiens, the week, what happening to them. First of all, Montreal Canadiens last week, October 17th to Saturday 23rd. So yesterday stopping. The week, it was 1-2-0, the record of the weeks. And also the season so far, they are 1-5-0. They are the bottom of the Atlantic Division. And they are at that moment number 30 in the standing and the NHL. What happening? They played last week 3 games, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They lost 5-0 against San Jose. Another bad performance overall for the Montreal Canadiens. Completely dominated by the San Jose Sharks, where Dallin scored 2 goals for them. Great performance, Eric Carlson, and a shutout for the goaltender, Adam Hill. Obviously, for Montreal, nothing was doing well at that moment. Now, that's starting to scream a lot around the Montreal Canadiens after they start 0-4-0. The players have a meeting. They start to play a little bit better. And that's happening, but not good enough because the Carolina Hurricane beat them 4-1 Thursday night. A goal, Jesperico Kanemi, again, his ex-team, and just turned more the knife inside the body of the Montreal Canadiens. And again, but we see a little bit some lights during the game for the Montreal Canadiens. First, they compete a little bit better. There was a little bit more play as a team, but not good enough. Too many mistakes around, and unfortunately, bad defensive coverage from different players during the game. But and again, the special team did not show up. There was 1-6. And then for Carolina, 1-1. So that's the biggest problem for the Montreal Canadiens. And at that moment, after the game, there was a goal difference of -15 guy at that moment. That's not very good, to be honest with you. They are at the bottom of the NHL with 0-5-0, one of the worst for the NHL history for the Montreal Canadiens start the season with 0-5-0. You have to go all the way 26 years ago to find that start in 1995, 1996. And so, a lot of question about the fans, everybody. And then Mike Bergevin had to step out during the weeks to make a press conference talking about the team and to take the heat of what's going on from the players, but get to him. And that's what Bergevin does. He find a way sometime to be the responsible, and he would say to everybody, blame me, don't blame anybody. And he was very smart to do that move over there. Maybe not understood by everybody, but at some point, I think it was a great move from Bergevin. Finally, yes, it happening. Montreal Canadiens win yesterday by a score 6-1 against the Detroit Red Wings. Hat trick from Mathieu Perreault. We have a few players, new member of the Montreal Canadiens finally find their first goal. We talk about Christian Dvorak and Mike Hoffman on power play. That's what he recognized. That's the reason he got the contract, score on power play. And finally, Ben Chariot scored a great goal, the first goal for the Montreal Canadiens after an amazing great pass of Jonathan Drouin on the back door. Chariot goes down and all the way shot on the crossbar. A great awareness of, be aware of the Jonathan Drouin to make that pass over there. And finally, Montreal Canadiens win that game, and we can breathe a little bit better. Nobody talk about the Stanley Cup yet. Don't try to say, we are going to the Stanley Cup. Wait. Relax. We are far to win the second game right now. We have too many mistakes. I'm going to talk about this. But overall, it's fun to have that kind of joy a little bit for a couple hours to see your team win at least one game and to play better. I know Detroit guys are not great. They are missing Perduzi yesterday because he's not vaccinated. But Detroit really not strong yesterday. I don't know, the fatigue. I didn't see Lucas Raymond involved yesterday. That's not there. I only like Larkin performance. And, of course, Maurice Zetter, the rookie, is going to be one of the best defensemen in NHL one day. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the Calder Trophy, but he's an underdog about that trophy. And watch him, Maurice Zetter, number 53. Adam, Oleg, just like my Vegas team, it was wrong with Tampa Bay. Coach Nico was just all over the place and confused. Yes, I agree with you. Remember the comment that I made earlier on YouTube, Montreal is a 1-5-0. Yes, sir, Corey. At the same time, Adam, it's funny because a lot of people said he played a solid game and he have 2 assists and everything like that. And I was disagree with that, Adam. He made 2 passes. His pass is pretty good. But no battle, lose the battle, really fragile. He's always on the panic. Every time the puck is on his blade, it's not easy. I feel like he's not comfortable. I don't know if it's the first game, anything like that. But overall, the performance of him, whatever, he got 2 points, and we have to give credit. I said to use this, it's C. It's like ranking C on my point, not B, not A, more C, and a lot of mistake around him, So we'll be interesting what he's going to do, but if you apply some pressure on him, geez, it's not going to be pretty. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to be here for 1 hour. So Adam, I think nothing wrong with everything is in process. Great answer, Oleg. That's what I love that's what I like. And this Oleg just show sometimes some fans are realistic with everything. They are not too high and they are not too low. And this what I love, something like that, Oleg. I'll be honest with you, Oleg. You deserve this morning.
You are awesome.
There you go. So let's start with Montreal Canadiens about the bad things before we go on the good things. The bad things got a special team. Still struggle. They scored a goal yesterday, but still 1-4. It's 25%. Yes, I understand. Everything like that. But since the beginning of the year, guys, they are they are 1-19, 2-23 right now. They increased a little bit, but not good enough, guys, to make this, wow, this is going to be. I see a little bit some lights on the power play yesterday, but not good enough overall. That's the same. On the same thing on the PK, they gave another goal yesterday. Every game they gave a goal on the PK, and they have to get better on that one. So my point to you on this, as a team, they have to increase their intensity on the special team if have better result. So score on power play and don't give anything on PK because that hurt at the end of the day. So that's what we have to get better. The zone coverage defense forward still struggle in my eyes all week. And again, yesterday, because Detroit guy is not a great team, but he gave a couple of great shot opportunities for them because the defense are always under pressure by the other team, and the reaction is slow. It does make rim the puck on the board, and then they can pinch by other team, and the forward don't have no time to react. So it's a combination of defensive and the forward have to be quicker and better. And I think they don't use enough breakout from the middle. They try to use the puck too much, and I understand that because, like I just mentioned, the pressure is coming too fast to them, and you easy option is always rim the puck. That's how it works, right? Because you always pet the pressure. So that's something you have to get. Then too many turnover, too many giveaway pucks. It's always like this. And yesterday, guys, the third period was one of the worst periods I've never seen in my life. It was so bad. Both team gave away puck, gave the back. It's like a ping pong game, right? Boom, 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 boom. Or tennis match. Boom, 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 boom. So that was happening. About Montreal have to get better. Those numbers have to drop more. Better pass, better breakout. And the pass have to be blade to blade. And don't give too much puck for sure. No speed enough. This was more... I enjoyed a little bit better the speed yesterday with a team with Detroit is almost the caliber of the team what Montreal is. So you can see Montreal a bit more involved, engaged, urgent, and their speed is better, but not good enough in my eyes to have to get, or they have to work that speed every single game at 60 minutes per game. That was said for me, that's what you need to get. So the speed had to be better. And Jesus, I understand it's happened sometime, guys. But since the beginning of the year, they missed the net. Lekonen yesterday, 7 feet, missed the net. Another one yesterday missed the net at the third period. I don't remember who he was. How can you miss the net at 7, 8 feet from the net, from the goaltender? I can understand over the net because now you try to get a specific corner shot. But when you talk about missing the net 1 feet beside Lekonen yesterday, I hate that. All right. Vegas, Adam said a lot of injury. We're going to talk about this. Adam, don't go nowhere. Then we'll come back, Emerson. Yes, we'll talk about this also, Adam. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Vegas the next couple of minutes about this. Let's jump in now for the good thing about this. First of all, Montreal played better in the last 2 games. The outcome is not there for Thursday night. They lost, but they played a bit better. They was more engaged. They faced an amazing, great team. And but again, I enjoy what I saw Thursday. But again, the mistake was there. On the flip side, yesterday, overall, it was the best game of the season. Whatever it was, Detroit guy, they played better. The execution was better because they was engaged more. They played 60 minutes overall. So they took advantage of a lack of talent for the Detroit, to be honest with you. Thomas Greiss was not amazing. And then, sometimes you got... Since the beginning of the year, guys, Montreal is unlucky on goal. They gave a bad goal, tips the stick, and everything like that. Yesterday, it's happened again for them. It's happened during the year. But finally, I don't know, it's Christian Dvorak goal that it was that goal, I believe it's him. Tried to shoot a puck in front of the net, to passing the puck. He hit the skate of the defenseman, Detroit, then he scored. So sometimes it's good to have lucky. Sometimes it's great for them to get this. I enjoyed the effort. The effort was there a little bit more. I think the change of Perrault in and remove Brooks and Pocket change a little bit the better team. Of course, Mike Hoffman in the lineup, that changed also the old one position. So I think overall the 4 line a little bit better at that moment over there. they'll spend too much time on the zone, and that's what the problem is. Yeah, that's for sure, Corey, about that one over there. More goals. Finally, we see plus 2 goals and 1 goal per game. They score 4 goals, 5 goals, guys, and 40 minutes. It took them 5 games to score 5 goals. Now they did it yesterday in 40 minutes, and finally they won 6-1. The puck movement have to be better. So what you talk about? The defense have to be better. They have to move the puck better. They have to carry on the puck a little bit better and go that one over there. I see a little bit tweak on the power play yesterday. They attacked 1-4. We talk about, see, they are coming at the blue line with 4 players, and that open up a little bit more the hole, and also they have a better chance for them to kick out the puck. So not perfect, but I can see a tweak on the power play yesterday. The formation, it's called the formation T in hockey. So when you bring 4 players together, and you bring also the carry-on puck with this about that one over there. Look like Murray has a concussion. I don't know if it was confirmed this morning. Honestly, I worked since 7 o'clock this morning to produce video and prepare this show. But I don't know. I know he was removed for the game yesterday. And then the Ottawa collapsed and they gave 3 goals. And the Rangers still another W in Ottawa. Not a good hockey and some moment by Tampa and last game against Toronto. But I don't think there are any critic more than that. They are it was an OT. And OT, this is a Russian roulette. I'm so right about that. A little bit concerned about Corey Perry for the Tampa Bay Lightnings. But, that's Corey Perry at the end of the day. It's not like their biggest player. The only thing I said, Oleg, for the Tampa Bay, what I saw about 2 games overall, right? If we check everything I saw, I would say to you, Vasilevsky a little bit a difficult time since the beginning of the year. That's pretty much they have. On the flip side, Victor Edmond is unbelievable. That Edmond we saw when he won the Norris Trophy. That's what he looked like, to be honest with you. The next one I want to talk about this guy is Montreal. What's a couple update? Adam mentioned this a couple of minutes ago. Joel Edmondson is back with the Montreal Canadiens. The Nick Shum said after the game he believes he's going to be returned in 2 weeks. The Montreal is going to fly in right now. They are leaving for four games this week. Then they come back November 2nd in Montreal. They have a couple of 5 game in 8 days in Montreal, I believe, or something like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he played the first game when the Detroit Red Wings are back in Montreal November 2nd, or if not, the following game, I believe it's on November 5th. So I expect Joel Edmondson. Joel Edmondson is not part of the trip right now. He's not going to go join the team. He's not going to go with them. Stay in Montreal. He's going to have his own practice. Going to maybe sure I'm going to skate with Paul Biron and maybe Norlander. Norlander right now is going to be restart to skating this week. It's not going to be a part of the trip. It's going to be at the Belson at the practice facilities, and that's what I feel like. Norlander, Biron, and Edmondson's going to be together shooting a puck. They will maybe call back, bring a goaltender for Laval Rocket, or maybe one of them for the 12-yard to be a goaltender. So that'll be something. Once Norlander is ready, guys, I expect him to return in Sweden and the SHL to play for Frölunda. That's what I expect about that one over there. Not a good hockey. Yeah, Adam is still over. The same as the Capitals yesterday. Yes, about that one over there. Now, for the Montreal Canadiens, like I said, they are on the traveling. I'm pretty sure they have a day off today, and then they're going to practice tomorrow morning, a 45-minute, 60-minute max, and then they will prepare to take a plane to go in California. Well, first they go to Northwestern in USA. So that will be the first trip for the Montreal Canadiens, I believe, right? Oh, no, they went to Buffalo. So they're going to be in Seattle Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, Thursday, San Jose at 10 o'clock. And then Saturday, Sunday, a back-to-back game against Los Angeles, Anaheim. And the game starts at 4 o'clock Eastern time. That's something you have to take a note about this. All 4 games going to be live streamed by the Montreal Canadiens, by the Hockey Nation Live Show. As my prediction, I forgot to put this. I hope they can get 2-2 this trip, but I would be great if they can get 2-1-1 or 3-1. I think Seattle, they can beat them. I think they can win one of the two, and Los Angeles, Anaheim, but I'm not sure they can beat San Jose at that moment. And it would be interesting to see that for sure. Montreal need better passing, too much passing near the center. That's where they are turning puck over. If they start using the board, I will let the score goal or more change. I'm not agree with you, Corey, about that. If you talk about the defensive side, I'm not agree. Because every team use the board, you can pinch by the defenseman. And so if you use the board, that's why they eliminate those passes and hockey for the last few years, not run the puck. When I see the youth travel team, the coach scream, use the board, use the board. You just pinch. You pinch. The forward have to turn his back to the defenseman to protect the puck. So, and hockey, now they use the breakout from the middle. That's been that way. Now, if you talk about the neutral zone, that's another discussion about that. But my point to you, you try to use the middle. You're more open up, and you have to have the chasing. But when you use the board, right, the pinch from the, and look again, those games against Montreal, they pinch. San Jose was pinching a lot. Detroit pinched a lot Montreal yesterday because they had no time, the reaction for the defenseman. So for me, I just want to explain to you another way on the breakout in hockey, how this works and how this recommended by other team. If you check a game, guys, pay attention to breakout. Is it the board or is it the middle? And this is going to give you an idea. And the second thing, because we don't have puck mover, it's complicated. When you have a great defenseman like Quinn Hughes or Morgan Riley, those guys can carry on the puck. What do? They try to beat the F1. So when you beat the F1, that changes. Now, I will say another thing on the breakout, guys. If you want to use the board, you have to winger start skating all the way. Not still the hash mark with the puck. We have too many times our winger are waiting for the puck. We have to use that speed up over there. The second thing I would say to you, a lot of teams use a long stretch pass. Florida, Pittsburgh, Vegas, Colorado, long stretch pass. And that's the reason why you said they're missing the pass. A lot in the middle is because they don't have the great execution between the defenseman and the forward, and they disconnect between both of them. So if you talk that way, Corey, absolutely agree with you 100% about that one over there. So that's concluded a bit what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens for the last week and the upcoming week. Let's jump in now for the Florida Panthers like we did. This week, great news for them. I'm going to tell you a little bit what was the great news for the Florida Panthers. First of all, another great week for the Florida Panthers. They have been 3-3, 3-0-0. Now they are 5-0-0 in NHL. They are the top in NHL with Edmonton Oilers. They win again, a great team, the Tampa Bay 4-1. They win again Colorado Avalanche 4-1. Amazing. And then finally, they find a way to beat the Philadelphia Flyers yesterday 4-2. I'll be honest with you, that game was a bit more the closest game for the Florida Panthers overall during the year. They took them everything they need to do to win that W over there. Also, a great beginning for the Florida Panthers. Yes, I agree with you about this, Oleg. The Florida Panthers, one of the best teams with Edmonton. I watched Lowe's game. I watched Edmonton, Minnesota, and Carolina, everything like that. But at Florida Panthers right now, you have to consider them the best three teams in NHL. Bruno Dave, bienvenue mon homme. Merci de nous rejoindre. John Gregor, directly from Boston Bruins. So what is good over there? But first of all, the first week, guy, it was all about Verhey, Ekblad, and Sam Bennett. That was the 3-star of the week last week. This week, new players. Finally, Jonathan finally scored his first goal of the season yesterday and is on fire right now. Of course, he has 6 points already. But again, he find a way now to produce on the score sheet about goal, and they give a W for the Panthers yesterday. On the flip side, the rookie Lundell, 5-point guy, 2 goals, 3 assists. He have an amazing, great weeks play on the third line now with Sam Reinhart, and so that helping a lot that line over there, and they're doing very well. Sometimes it's Orvis on the right with them. They put Reinhart on the left, so a great performance overall for Lundell this week at UB. You can see after that, I said balance. What are you talking about balance, guy? They have an amazing, great 4 lines. They are balanced on defensemen. The defensemen now show very well. Montour have a good year. Forsling looking great. Ekblad continue. Mackenzie Wegar, not too bad so far. And kudos continues what they are doing. So, and the goaltender is amazing at that point. So, and they have a great balance. The 4 line can produce. And every week right now, it's front players, it's front line. So that's great. That's talking about a team can win all the way. That's what you need. Balance and you line up. And one night is the first line. The next night is second line. The third night is the third line. So you can see it's front players. That's what you need to consistency to get a W night after night. Carlos, hello, madam. Here we go. While here we go. Clap, clap, clap. Talking about balance, talking about a great start of the season. Why not about Sergei Popesky? We know he signed a contract 3 years ago at $10 million. Did not do well overall the first 2 years between the pipe for the Popesky. But right now, he's the Popesky. We know he won the Vizina Trophy 2 times back-to-back with the Columbus Blue Jacket. He's unbelievable. 1.99 at that moment with a save percentage of .942. This is elite. This is greatness. This is what the Panthers looking for. And he's showing right now he's a goaltender. And Spurs night now you have to watch because Bob Prosky, guys, is unbelievable since the beginning of the year. He gave 4 goals against Chicago. And after that, 1 goal, and 2 goals yesterday. So I'll be honest with you, the Panthers doing well also because of Popesky between the pipe. Every game. Finally, the defense. They are always question their defense, but Forsling already 4 assists. Aaron Ekblad have 2 goals, and Mackenzie Wegar do it very well on the pairing. So the Montour have a goal on power play, continues to produce on offensive side. So it's a really strong team overall for the Panthers. Not only the forward, the defense also join the party, and they participate on the offensive side of the team. Coach, Huberdeau ou Lafrenière? At that moment, I would say Huberdeau, and maybe for a long time, Huberdeau, I think he's underrated. I think the people don't recognize him enough in NHL like Barkov. Huberdeau should be the top best 3 winger, left winger at that moment in NHL. Tu l'aimes le plus? Florida need carbon out and see to make stadium look full. Honestly, 13,000 people overall this week. So it's pretty fun to see that. Never been that way in the past. So to get 13,000, it's an improvement with time. It's very hard. But at the flip side, 75% of the stadium around the league is on the downgrade, if you want to be honest with you. Not sold out in Pittsburgh, no sold out in Toronto. Montreal have difficult time, a couple of seats out. Vegas struggled over there, and you can see a Buffalo, nobody over there. So it's not like the Florida Panthers, because if you talk that way, you have to go around the many stadium. At that moment, they struggle to put people in the seat at that moment. Good morning, happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, fun day, Mr. Kimberly. For the upcoming, so the Panthers have a busy week this week, like the Montreal Canadiens. They play 4 games. Monday they are home against Arizona. That's the game right now. They have to show up and show. And this is a tricky game. As the coach, you don't like those games because now the players sit down on their butt and they don't want to make this, it's going to be easy. You have to be sure they prepare them on the different mindset hey, listen, guys, we have to show up here. We have a chance to get 6-0-0, and we cannot take Arizona like a light team. So mindset first, then the work ethic, and consider what you're doing, and that would be enough for them. Then they have a back-to-back game against Boston between they are in Detroit, but they host the Boston Bruins Wednesday. They are going to traveling and Detroit Friday and play back Saturday. That's a little bit my concern about that game is Saturday. That will be the first loss of the season. I think they are able to beat Arizona, Boston at home, and Detroit over there. And then, again, possible a back-to-back game. We're going to see Spencer Knight during the week at some point. I will not be surprised. And the good news, the Hockey Nation Live Show is going to all streaming the Florida Panthers, White Coast, because we are free. Monday, no game, Montreal. Tuesday, they play, and also they play Thursday. So then they play Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Saturday, the game is on Boston at 7 o'clock. So Montreal play at 4 o'clock. So we're going to go shifting from Montreal to Florida Panthers. We're going to do a double header, maybe a triple header live stream that evening. So that's what's happening about that. Florida has been empty for years. Yes, we agree with that part over there, like other location, but I agree about that one over there. All can I say about Florida is good luck. I don't know about the players. I really need to check them out on the internet and check out information about them. Not a problem. Curry, they're looking great, to be honest. I need to Panthers, okay, this in Quebec City. I don't see that. Unfortunately, it will not happen, a team in Quebec City, until for many other years. A relegate team in USA, they're going to go in Texas or Kansas State. That's what would be the choice for the NHL, unfortunately. But I can understand your point of view about that one over there. So that's conclude the Florida Panthers. Can they go 9-0? I don't know. But it would be very interesting. They have at least 2 easy games this week and another 2 games against the same team, the Boston Bruins. So what we do also during this show, we talk about something around the NHL. And this is one we talk about the good, the bubble, the bad, and the surprise. And that's give about 16 teams that after the team we can talk about. Other teams, not because they could categorize them on different categories. We just figure out that the team we believe they are at that level. So the good one, guys, Carolina Hurricane does exactly what they did in the past. They still 4-0-0. They're looking great. The special team, one of the best on PK, on power play. Great goaltending by the Frederick Anderson right now. This is the team's doing well. Well coached by Rob Brandamo. No complaint about that. Be honest with you, they're looking good. I would not be surprised they will be finished first or second in the Metropolitan Division. The Edmonton Oilers, OMG. We talk about the Florida Panthers. McDavid on fire. Dressel on fire. What about Zach Hyman score 4 goals the last 2 games? Mike Smith, before he got hurt, he was on fire also. And Evan Bouchard and Darnell Nurse and the Warren Foegele finally scored his first goal over there. And everybody helped that team to get better. And the Edmonton Oilers guy is on fire. 5-0-0 at that moment. And they are like the Florida Panthers, dominate in NHL for sure. I'm taking point tie with the Sharks and the Bruins today. Awesome about that. Then the Minnesota Wild. All summer talking about Kaprizov, contract, the drama, the buyout, the seller is Parise, and everybody was complaining about Bill Guerin. Finally, the Wild, after they signed Kaprizov, and they see the Wild played exactly what they did last season, continues to impress. 4-0-0 since the beginning of the year. Kaprizov did not score yet, but I believe he had 5 assists at that moment. And the team is well coached, doing well. And they will be interesting to see them for the next couple of weeks. But at that moment, it's a team on the categories called good team. Finally, what about the Florida Panthers? We just talked about them, and I cannot to add more. They are one of the best hot team right now in NHL, like Edmonton, and they deserve to be number 1 on my power ranking for the upcoming week. I'm hoping Kepi can score 10 goals this year. He passed too much. We'll be interesting about this. Coach, with the win last night, hope they can put more win together. And who does play next? Daryl, welcome aboard. I just talked about this, Daryl. You can review in the video, but I will let you know quickly. They play Tuesday against the Seattle Kraken. They are on the road right now. Tuesday, Kraken. Thursday, the San Jose. Saturday, the Los Angeles Kings. And Sunday, they play the Anaheim Ducks. Saturday, Sunday, the game start at 4 o'clock p.m., Daryl. And Tuesday, Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to do the live stream. Just let you know about that. So thanks to your question, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Join the show. And don't forget, everybody, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. The bubble team. The team right now, we don't know where they're going to be at the end of the year. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Flyers. Great beginning of season. A lot of goal. Finally, they lost yesterday. But overall, Flyers looking good on my eyes. There will be one team's going to push every other team to make the playoff for the Metropolitan Division. But I like what I saw so far for the Flyers. They played without Ryan Ellis yesterday. Unfortunately, is on the injury. The Calgary Flames, look, back-to-back win. Yesterday, Langholm score. I see another team went out. They tried to find out the identities. Still, consistency will be the key for them. But again, they show yesterday they get the W and a hat trick from Elias Langholm yesterday. So great performance for them. On the flip side, they won 4-3, by the way, against the Washington Capitals. Talk about consistency. That's what they are, the Dallas Star. Great game, bad game. Great game, bad game. They missed Clem Bird over there and Jacob Robinson. But again, that team with the veteran they have, the experience they have inside that team should be a bit better. Great performance, the Old B, the last game with over 40 shots, and the team went on shootout. So great overall. But again, the work for Dallas been for me the last 2 years. Consistency for them. Finally, the Winnipeg Jets without Sheffley and the Blake Wheeler, they found a way to win the last 2 games. Great performance, Kyle Corner, the last couple of games also. And the team found a way to win yesterday, beat Nashville. If I can recall, it was Nashville. So good for them to get that one over there. I'm not surprised with the Rangers with Ghana as a coach. I agree with you about this one, about that one over there. The bad team, OMG. If you're thinking it was ugly in Montreal for the last couple of weeks, at least for the first 2 weeks in NHL, go to Toronto right now. Try to looking for social media Toronto. Try to looking for the TSN, for ESPN, for Sportnet and Toronto. All right? Everybody, right, they kill each other, the Toronto. They already blame the coach. By the way, my pool question of the day is about Toronto today. Go on YouTube channel, join the pool. Every day we have a question and participate. That's what we're looking for each one of you. But again, Toronto right now, OMG, Marner, 0 goal. Tavares, 1 goal. And Matthew, 0 goal. This scrimmage over there, Richie, 0 goal. It's not looking good over there. Marsden and Ole, Justin Ole have -6 already. Campbell have a bad game. They got destroyed by the Pittsburgh yesterday without Malkin, without Crosby, without Letang, without Ross. And I missed another one in the puzzle right now. Jerry, I believe, or no, someone else like a forward. Jeff Carter. So just give you an idea, and they find a way to score 7 goals against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Vegas, they are a bad start right now, and I understand the injuries. But without at the beginning, they struggle a little bit overall. But now they put, Stone out, Pacioretty is out, White Cloud is out, Martinez is out. I understand Jean-Marc is back right now. But again, Roy is back. It's a team since the beginning of the year struggle with injuries. But they're be at the bottom of the West Division. That's the reason why I put them on the bad division, on the bad categories. And understand Adam to be a little bit worry about them. The Montreal Canadiens, yes, they won yesterday, but geez, they play bad since the beginning of the year, honestly. And whatever they win yesterday, I consider this like a so-so game for them. you know already what I'm thinking about Montreal Canadiens, so we can go about talking about Toronto, fans screaming, Montreal screaming, and now the Chicago Blackhawks. They didn't win yet again one game in NHL, 0-4-1, I believe. So they have to find a way to get that W for sure. Team make a lot of chance, but no result. Is it the hand for the coach over there? Would be interesting to see that. The pressure is on Bowman and the coach, the head coach. Some player does not perform the level they should be. Really interesting to see that. And not a great start of Fleury as a goaltender over there. And Zed John does not show his $9 million at that moment. I agree with you about this, Adam. Great comments about everybody will be on Toronto right now. The surprise guy, without the players I just mentioned, the Pittsburgh find to win, consist to win night after night. And again, yesterday was Toronto 7-1. The secondary and find a way. Secondary players find a way to make them as the star in NHL. And yesterday 7-1, Pittsburgh. Really a surprise on my eyes. I thought with all the injury, they would not see them and at that position where they are at that moment about that. No, Jan, 6-1, nobody picked that one over there. The San Jose Sharks surprise, again, just crazy. And the reason where they are right now, two players, Adam Hill, the goaltender, and Erik Karlsson. Carlson looked like Carlson is, and they're looking great. And it's a team right now, they are on fire. And I loved watching them. Not a big name over there. I understand what Kutcher does, the Erdl, Meyer over there, right? And Carlson, Burns, Villasik, and Hill. But they have other players, the rookies like Dallin and Ekblom. Laback joined the party right now. And Ferraro, the defenseman over there. So they have a lot of different players step up more for this year, and they show up, and that prove where they are right now. Talk about the New York Rangers. Mr. Gérard Gallin got fired 3 times, but 2 times by the good team, and look where they are. Gallin, whatever he does, wherever he go, this team win. And he proved again with the New York Rangers winning night after night. They are 4-1-1 at that moment with 9 points. They're looking great. They are on the top of the Metropolitan Division, and they follow them. They are all in. They buy in, and they produce. So the New York Rangers finally on the surprise. And the last thing I want to talk about, the St. Louis Blues beat the Vegas, beat the Colorado, and they continue to winning. And the Vegas looking great. It's the balance of the lineup. They play without Buchnevich, but you can see Tarasenko score. Perron score. O'Reilly joined the party. Justin Falk have already 2 goals. Bennington looking great in goaltending. So I consider those 4 team guys on my surprise of the week so far. Sharks have a veteran, a young player. They have a balance. Yes, Adam, I agree with you about this. They're looking better than what we expect. I think the team, every year a team stop and, to get a great year overall. And I think is the San Jose Sharks at that moment. Look at the Blues. They are correct, coach, about Jim Neal. Anywhere he goes, the team goes to the playoff. As the team right now is looking great, be honest with you. He's not looking bad, James Neal, overall. And, what about Kyrou over there? It's crazy when you see that. He was 6-1 for Montreal, at home facing Detroit. There you go, correct. Yeah, exactly about that one over there. So when we talk about them, I want to talk also about the injuries of the week about that. And some of them are a long-term injury list. Some of them now they are placed by the team on the injury. So what he does is it's a minimum of 7 days, 10 days. And you can see that. And this coming from yesterday until last Sunday. And major players, Mark Stone, Vegas, Max Pacioretty, Vegas, Jack Hughes, New Jersey, Mike Smith, goaltender, Oli Levy, I understand, for the Florida Panthers. Casey Middlestad, number 1 center for the team. What about Nikita Kucherov, the number 1 right wings in the NHL? Chris Traeger for the Seattle Kraken. Max Jones last for 6 months. Mason McTavish after a great start with Anaheim Ducks. Mackenzie Blackwood, the goaltender. We can add also Jonathan Bernier over there. Capo Caco last week again. out. Max Domi, now the ribs bother him. And finally, the goaltender for the Colorado Avalanche, Pavel Francouz, also out. They are all put on the injury list. Two of them are long term. But again, I just want to mention there may be a few other like Matto or player at a lower level I did not put. But let's just give you an idea. Every week, we're going to put that list for you guys. And that will be helping you about your fantasy hockey. That's what we do about that one is to bring. Talking about the fantasy hockey, why not to add this to you? About the schedule of the weeks. So what are you talking about, Coach? Let me bring this up. When you do fantasy hockey, right, or you want to, you part of this, you have to check the schedule of the week. And every week we're going to bring you, like this week, guys, come on, Coach. The Boston play 4 game, Calgary 4, Chicago 4, Detroit, Florida, Minnesota, San Jose, and Vegas. They have a bunch of teams play 3 games and only 2 games. Buffalo, Columbus, Edmonton, New Jersey, Islanders, Rangers, Ottawa, and Seattle Kraken, I believe. So that'll give you an idea about that one there. Some of them play a lot of games on the road, like Detroit and Calgary, and Minnesota play 3 games, and Arizona play 3 games on the road, like Montreal. So that gives you a little perspective on the schedule of Montreal for the upcoming week. If you tell that, this count for Sunday today until next Saturday. So yeah, Montreal plays Sunday next week. It does not count on that week. So the schedule is always from Sunday to Saturday. And that schedule, guys, give you an idea, again, who they play against. So a little bit perspective of the fantasy hockey, but also a little bit of perspective for you guys to see the schedule of everybody. So you can have a screenshot over there. First, you win, you get a schedule of the week, and also you have my face on the graphic. So you'll win, you're double win. You got me, and you got the graphic of the weeks. Matt Murray got injured again. Not sure where he was injured from. He's during the game yesterday. He got hurt, and Corey, so he was removed at the end of the game, about like maybe 7-8 minutes. We wait from the news for Ottawa. We talk about the concussion, but again, it was his first game with Ottawa. It was looking great at that moment. They was lead by 2-0. And they collapsed after that. So that's what happening about this one over there. And then also, talking about the fantasy hockey, I'm going to give you, the guys, a little bit my fantasy for the week, for its different players, what's going on in NHL. So first of all, who is out right now? McDavid, guys. McDavid have 13 points, I believe, or 15 points in my eyes. Kopitar looking great right now. A great start for him. Ovechkin, 5 goals already. Amazing Ovechkin, 10 points. Dressel, continues what McDavid is doing right now. And then Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets doing what? I can add a little bit more players, but I'll just give you a 5 players per categories. Who is cold? Marner, 0 goal, 1 assist, and 6 games. Matthews, 0 goal, 1 assist, and 3 games. Gallagher, 0 goal, 0 assist, and 6 games. Suzuki, 0 goal, 1 assist, and 6 games. Finally, Sean Monahan, 0 goal, 0 point, and 4 games for the Calgary Flames. So 5 players, I can add a little bit more on that list also, but I gave you an idea for what is coming for this week. Some players, maybe you cannot look about that. One thing I want to mention before I go to suggestion, when you do your fantasy hockey for the week, watch the team has the more game to play. Like I just show you the schedule. So like Edmonton guy play only 2 games this week. And a team like other team play 4 games. That's something to consider for the week. Then watch the player as a great streak. So that will be helping you about what kind of player. My suggestion for the fantasy hockey this week, Brad Marchand, Jonathan Huberdeau, Sasha Barkov, Patrick Kane, and finally Kaprizov. I apologize for the last name at the bottom. But what's going on over there? Why them? Because all of them guys play 4 games this week. So you have more chance for Huberdeau get maybe the same number of points like McDavid if he play 2 games. So those 5 players have a 4 games to play for this week, and that's the reason we gave this list for you guys. So maybe you have to take a note about that one there. At the end of the show, what we do here, we give you the projection of the week of the season for the team. What are you talking about, Coach? Let's start in with that one over there. We have about 7 more graphics. We have 3 more minutes to go. This is the projection of at that moment, this morning, October 23rd. It's a simulation of many game by a software gave a chance what's going on. So example, Colorado Avalanche, you are still number 1 at 19% to win the Stanley Cup. All right, and you can go all the way over there. The Toronto Maple Leafs, they are still 13% to win the Stanley Cup. They drop week after week. You can go to week number 1 on my weekly show to realize those graphics changing. You can go all the way at the bottom, and now 100%, the Coyotes did not change. The Anaheim and the Buffalo Sabres are really at 1%. You can go about that one there. Montreal is only 5%. Why the coach? It's because they play a different division. That's the reason why. So that gives you also the number, the point we expect from them to get for the upcoming season. So follow this. We bring to you every Sunday, and then we give to you all those information. Then I'm going to go this by division. All right. So right now, still Toronto, we're thinking they're going to finish to win the division of 44%. Now the Florida Panthers are 27%. 92% to make the playoff. And then you can go by the graphic right there. You can stop the video a little bit later, but you can see if your team is on the graphic, you can follow them. The Tampa Bay Lightning right there, everything like that. So that gives you a projection at the end of the year. And those projections change on the weekly because the performance of the team, all right? So take up and they start at the beginning with 0-0-0. So example, Toronto was already by the projection of the game finished first. Maybe next time, if you want, up to you, you could do all the Canadian team preview of the week. An option is just a thought. It's very difficult for me, Corey, to do all of them because it would take too long to do that. And the reason we go with those 2 teams, the Montreal and the Florida, is because we do all those live stream for them. We can talk a little bit more about different things, like you mentioned, but we try to go quickly we can about those stuff. So that gives you the Metropolitan and Atlantic. And then I'm going to give you the 2 other divisions at that moment, the Central and the Pacific. The Colorado Avalanche are thinking to finish first, 62%. The Minnesota are 21%. The St. Louis Blues are now 3rd in that division. You can go those away all the way. Now the Edmonton drop. Here we go. Now you get the Edmonton jumping now first place on that division at 64%. Now the Golden Knights are second at 19%. And then you can see the rest over there. They are changing. But again, just give you an idea what's going on with those 2 teams. Now I'm going to finish with fourth different graphic. What are you talking about, Coach? This is the graphic for different team about that, the playoff progression. I'm going to bring this all the way up so you can see a bit more the team. I apologize. I should put this a little bit lower. Let's try this. Not this one. Coach, you have to be better next time. I know. Here we go. That give you an idea here, the playoff progression of the team. Like Toronto is 93. So you see the number earlier. This is the graphic by line from that one over there. And you can go all the way down at the end over there. And this is the graphic October 12, 15, 18, 21 during the weeks. You can see right now, example, Montreal, I believe it was Montreal go from 40%. Now they drop a bit at or below 10%. Tampa Bay start about 88%, 85%, and now they drop at maybe 78%. So I'll give you an idea what the team look. Florida start at 78, and now they are almost like 92%. So give you an idea how the graphic works. And we're going to do the same thing with the Metropolitan, and I'm going to shifting those smaller. I apologize for that one over there, but this is give you a better idea about that. And again, that team, Carolina, Washington, you can see Metropolitan, guy, it's closer together. Still, Philadelphia increased a little bit more. But again, it's the Rangers, Pittsburgh, Islanders, Washington, and the Carolina are there. The Washington step up more, and the Carolina. And I give you an idea on that one. I will give you one more quicker over there. I'm going to finish the show like that one over there. Otherwise, it's looking bad. This is a Central Division. All right, not many chance. You can see right now the St. Louis, Minnesota, Colorado right now are alone. The Dallas, Winnipeg are almost together. At the bottom, Nashville, Chicago, and Arizona. Finally, the last one is this one, the Pacific. Here we go. The Pacific, Edmonton first, Vegas. They have a competition between Seattle, San Jose, Calgary. I think Seattle is going to be lower and lower. I believe Vancouver is going to be higher and higher. The Los Angeles Kings, I don't see too much. And Anaheim, maybe a little bit higher at some point. That's give you a little bit the graphic of each division at that moment. And honestly, that give you also a little bit what we do every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. We bring you the NHL weekly show where it's about strengthening the Montreal Canadiens, the Florida Panthers, and then we talk about different things, the 4 different categories of the team, the surprise, the bad, the good, and the bubble one. And finally, we talk about fantasy hockey, the injury list, the preview of the week, the what is coming, the review of the week, the preview of the week, and we touch also at the end the projection of what they are at that moment at the every Sunday. So that's what we talk about this. First, if anything, any question you want to talk about before we leave, please don't hesitate. We only want to let you know, we thanks each one of you to support the Hockey Nation Live show. This is a show we do every Sunday when I can. If not, I'm going to record it. But, I can record it. I just want to be here with you guys because you want the one make it friends for the Hockey Nation Live show. Don't forget to click on the likes. And, of course, we're going to see you tonight at 9 o'clock for the Power Play show. And that's what we're going to do tonight, talking about everything, the game of the day, of course. And, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming season. It's still early, later in the season. Things can change. Correct. Absolutely. That's normal about this. You can see from last Sunday to today, some things go lower, something start to pick it up over there. Just normal. And until you reach 20 game, Corey, it's going to be a roller coaster. After the 20 game, that's starting a little bit more steady for the rest of the year. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2, 3 teams can shifting, but the rest going to be at the bottom and the rest going to be at the top. But I absolutely agree with that, Corey, about this. It's too early, and it would take about, a couple more, 3 weeks minimum, maybe more, maybe 1 month, 6 weeks before we really know exactly what they look like, what kind of intensity they are, each team, and what they're going to accomplish during the season. And then the injury play a big piece of the puzzle. The COVID-19 protocol is another puzzle and the problem about that one over there. So it'll be interesting to see that. An amazing great week for the Montreal Canadiens. They are 4 games on the road. An amazing great week for the Florida Panthers. 2 at home, 2 on the road. And 2 teams right now. The Florida Panthers dominate the NHL. The Montreal Canadiens start to try to get out of the hole. But at the end of the day, don't forget, we are live streaming this week, Monday to next Sunday, every single day. We're going to have a game to show to you at some time of the day. Just follow up the Hockey Nation Live show, the notification. And finally, remember, we have a show at 11 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock afternoon, and finally the evening. So thanks again for watching another great video of the Hockey Nation Live show. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you, everybody. I wish you an amazing, great rest of the Sunday fun day blessing. I look forward to see you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So thank you again, everybody. Canadian Giants, Gamer, Carlos. Thanks again, everybody. I look forward to see you tonight. Have an amazing, great, blessing week, everybody.
Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control?
scoring. Merci Nicolas.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? I need to open my eyes and get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me
Yes,
be.
go Senators.